Alright, so Conan the Barbarian's first teaser trailer is here. Ed Boon has just posted it this morning at 7 a.m. I did not expect to wake up to this. I don't think any of us were really. Let's go ahead and look at this. What is the hidden comment here? Trash. Okay, Ed Boon, I see. He didn't like that one very much. He really didn't like that.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Okay.
What is best in life?
Alright, so this gameplay is actually sick. Look at this reflect, okay. And then, okay, we will talk about this a bit. Boom. And one more. There you go, Conan the Barbarian. So what did it have here? Conan the Barbarian early access begins January 21st, 2025. So then yeah, he won't be out for everyone until the 26th. So right out the bat, let's go ahead and talk about him, right? Now, I'm not a Conan fan by any means. I did grow up like knowing who he was, of course. I feel like a lot of us are probably in those similar shoes where we know of him and maybe in our childhood we've seen him, but he isn't like something I'm a fan of necessarily. However, the model does look very nice, and why does he get to be revealed like this? Why wasn't Deception Shao like this? Come on now. But here he is with Sonya, and then we have Shao with Cyrax. So his little animation here, like, let's talk about it really quick. This looks a little awkward, but like at the same time, I feel like ever since Chaos Reigns has happened, every DLC character's like little clash animation has been a bit unique. Like for example, Cyrax and Sector, they kind of have their face tilted a little bit more to the side so you can see them in the mask and stuff like that. But his clash animation is a bit interesting as well with his sword here. He has like these two, what are these, teeth on his necklace? Again, I don't know the character, so I wonder what his gear pieces are going to be. Probably his sword and like his headband and like these little arm things, kind of like Homelander. That's what I would guess.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
I know that this intro line I think is like an actual reference to something he says, like, so to crush your enemies and see them driven before you, and then he says like something about the women or something. Like, I don't know exactly, but I know I've seen that before. I think I have anyway. So before this character was shown to us in any capacity, which was today as a surprise, people were saying he's probably gonna play like Kotal Khan, and especially like in MKX, because I played that game just more generally. I did enjoy Kotal Khan's gameplay. MK11 Kotal was kind of cool as well, maybe a bit heavy for my liking. He does have a reflect of sorts, so if we look at him on the left, it is full screen to show you that you can get interesting conversions with this character. So Cyrax does the net, he reflects it, so it does seem he uses a bar, and then now his sword is glowing, he's coming in for a jump in now. That's the one thing that I think is a bit interesting here, is when you're selling a character like Conan where people don't really know or might not know who he is, and might not have that drive to enjoy the character, you have to make them broken. Like, you have to make them something that competitive players are going to want to play. I wonder if that's going to be the full case with him, because look at this, like this next combo that he actually does. Seems that there isn't a whole bunch of moves being used here. He jumps in, one, boom, 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 and then Sonya. So that's probably like so that's a jump in into a 3-button combo. So let's say it's like his 1, 2, 3 into Sonya. Okay, now here, so this is where we get into a bit of interesting territory. This could be like forward 4, or it could be, I'm not entirely sure, his mid. It might be a mid or a high, but he special cancels off of this into an immediate like juggle air combo. Boom, boom. That does not take any bar. So again, it could be something similar to a character like Ghostface, where he could do forward 4 into a guaranteed air combo, because that did not take a meter. Because now after the first juggle, it does seem that the second one will take bar. 1, 2, another bar. But that's a different air string, so there's a little bit here to look at. If you look at this animation here, 1 hit, and then the second one is 2 hits. Boom, boom, that's 2 hits. So I wonder if that's simply because you're using the bar, kind of like Homelander maybe, where you flight cancel the second time in a combo and it takes bar. So that might be one of his main tools, is just like jumping up, juggling the opponent, but you have to use bar to do it more than once in a combo. There's the second one, and then here he does one attack into like these spinning blades, kind of like Kira's blades in Ghostface stance. Boom, 1, 2, 3, boom. So that's the ender. That one didn't take bar either. So I don't know. I'm assuming that maybe it's kind of like Diabolical Dash or something, where the move where he jumps up in the sky is a special move that has multiple different like ways of doing it, or multiple different options, and that's why there's different animations here. Boom, so there's 1 hit, that's 1 hit animation for a juggle. There's like a 2-hit animation for a juggle, and then here's his third juggle, which is like a stab down to the ground. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people say that this is very stiff and they do not really like it. In my genuine opinion, as someone who isn't super familiar with Conan, I don't know why people expect him to play like, I don't know, Melina or Katana or Sub-Zero or Scorpion. Like, he's not going to do that. I don't see that he needs to be this crazy all over the place, super, I don't know what you want to call it, like acrobatic character. Like, it makes sense that he is what he is with the knowledge I have about the character. So with that belief in me, as someone who's not even a fan of him, I'm just starting to think that people are hating a little bit too much. You know what I mean? They're just hating for no reason. The one thing that I think is very valid about this situation is with the recent leak and like potential news with the way Ed Boon is treating the situation, is that obviously this is the last character. Like, this is the second to last character in Mortal Kombat 1. And so with that said, I can see why some people have a gross taste in their mouth from that regardless. I think the animations based off what he is looks fine. Again, if this is a very limited moveset that he has here, and that's why he's doing 3 very similar moves here, that's kind of like, I mean, what do you expect from Mortal Kombat 1? Again, with characters like Homelander, we saw that happen. So it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. But I wouldn't judge it too much at this point because we don't know what this character is gonna have. I would assume that he's very unfinished at the moment. Ed Boon did say he's coming January 21st, 2025. That's like a whole more than a month away, right? They do have some time to polish him up. But let me know your guys' thoughts on Conan here. I think it's fun just to see a new character and doing a new combo in the game. Every time I see it, it's fun. Am I a little underwhelmed? Maybe, yeah, like maybe a bit. Regardless of stiff animations or whatever, I think his model looks amazing. Like, he's gonna look very cool to see in these multiple different stages, of course, in Mortal Kombat 1. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I probably will be watching the Conan movie, or movies, I guess. I know there's also comics, but I probably will watch the Arnold movies before this character comes out to give like a more good opinion on how they portrayed him in the game once he comes out. But with that said though, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you all so much for watching, and ladies, gentlemen, and MB beauties, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Do you think that looks like boring gameplay? You do? But I don't think they actually got his voice or his face. They kind of just mimicked him.
Wait, he has 2 characters?
So this is Mortal Kombat 1, but here, like to show, he is in Mortal Kombat 11 as well, the game that came before this one. However, his voice isn't him. He doesn't voice act him. We don't know if it's him or not.
It doesn't really sound like him.